Top of the morning.
She drive me crazy. Her name is Mercedes. I'm complicated. My mind is so faded. My brain is gone.
So look, I got Julio.
What's up, guys?
I'm happy to be here.
For sure.
We gonna give me money.
We gonna give me money.
I love it. Home, linebacker. I sack you niggas. JJ Watt, tackle you niggas. Patrick Willis, Five Deuce, I'm a killer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm your host, Rumboyz Robbie, aka the Admiral. This is Rumboyz NFL AM. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Week 14 here in the NFL. And what an amazing morning it's going to be. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by my very loyal and esteemed panel of analysts. Introducing, representing the GMM Network, Bogart Scott-Free.
Hey, Week 14, give me money.
Yeah, this is kind of like you know the make or break week. So you know
it's do or die every week right now, my friend.
Do or die is do or die, pimping. Do or die. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Fantasy Fam Fantasy Football Podcast, Fantasy Sven.
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
This is the way.
This is
the way.
Okay. Rumboyz is the way.
This is in honor of Baby Yoda, Grogu, right here.
Yes.
I love it. I fucking love it. Make sure that you guys like, comment in the live chat, feed us your questions. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Bogart, go ahead and hit us up with that monkey knife fight.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We're going to hit you up with this monkey knife fight so they can hit you up with some cold, hard cash. And the way you get that cash, you head on over to monkeyknifefight.com and we'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50 by using promo code Rumboyz. That's in all caps. And no cap, they got some real, legit, daily fantasy sports prop action waiting for you to go fuck with. Head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Once again, that's promo code Rumboyz. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50.
That's right. Promo code Rumboyz, monkeyknifefight.com. Head on over to sportscaster.com and the Sportscaster app if you guys have not already. Also, if you are over on Sportscaster, subscribe to us on YouTube. But join Sportscaster, the biggest worldwide online sports community of sports analysts, and you yourself can become a sportscaster as well. Dilly. Let's see here. Let's dive right into it. We are going to go to Sven right now with who's in, who's out. If you want to copy it.
Oh, they disappeared. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
They disappeared. He's like, yeah, no, all good. You know, I'll edit that while you go ahead and just start reading off some, you know?
Yeah, man. DJ Moore out on the COVID list, I believe. AJ Bouye, Bryce Callahan, David Johnson is also on the COVID list. Myles Gaskin has been placed on the IR. Salvin Ahmed is out.
He's on the IR. I thought it was
is
COVID.
He, or is he just out? Is it COVID? Okay,
Yeah.
my mistake.
COVID strikes again.
Salvin Ahmed is out. Matt Breida is out, leaving DeAndre Washington and some others.
Patrick Laird.
Alexander Madison, Eric Kendricks, Kenny Galladay, Kenny G out again. I don't even think he's playing. I don't see him.
He's probably gonna go on IR. My personal belief.
It's ridiculous.
I think this is the last time we see him as a Detroit Lion.
I almost forgot. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the boys and girls. Dilly. You are wonderful, amazing gentlemen. Thank you.
Kenny G, Jeff Okuda, I mean, yeah, whatever. Jay Sternberger, Denzel Mims is out. Julio Jones and Antonio Gibson. That's the biggest. That's probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
Kyle Rudolph is also out, and Brandon Cooks
Brandon
was also
he
declared
just
out as well.
popped up. Yep.
Fuck. Gotta make that edit.
Yeah.
Should I start Mozart, Gallman, Juju, or Miles Sanders? Julio and Gaskin are out for me.
Damn, this is so crazy. I'm gonna go Gallman. I would go Gallman there.
Yeah.
Arizona's giving up the third most points to opposing fantasy running backs, I should say, fantasy running backs. Yeah, so and that's Gallman. You know what I mean? We should see Danny Dimes back in the saddle, and he's not Danny Wheels this week. I don't think he's going to be running too much. So I think it's going to be that much more workload for Wayne's World Gallman.
Fucking fuck, man.
I like that.
Excellent.
But he's also been a top running back since
Marvin Jones or Jarvis Landry. Marvin Jones Jr. or Jarvis Landry.
Marvin Jones Jr.
Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah, there's no.
They've both been playing pretty good.
They both been good.
It's Marvin Jones. He's high end WR2 every time. Ever since Galladay's been out. So
Jair Alexander too. I mean, he's been known to get burned a little bit here and there.
Speedsters, yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's the thing you got to worry about is Jair Alexander, but Jarvis Landry. I mean, he's gonna draw.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Ravens, so he's gonna draw like Marcus Peters or maybe even Jimmy Smith, which wouldn't be that bad, but he's gonna draw some type of legitimate coverage.
Yeah, that's a divisional matchup. Both those teams know each other really well.
Yeah, and it's a run first team over there, so I would rather have the number one receiver on a team that's gonna be throwing from behind most of the time.
Or should I move Corey Davis into that wide receiver one spot where Cooks was, right? Mm-hmm. I can move Corey Davis from my flex, and then I can toss in Kenyon Drake into my flex.
I'm not upset about that, I guess.
I'm not mad at that either. I mean, Corey Davis is the number 2 on a run first team, but it's the Jags. And before they start running Derrick Henry all day,
the Jags are going to give up cheeks.
That's what I'm saying. And then Drake, you got to monitor him though. When's that game start? 1:00? Is that a 1:00 or a 2:00 game for you?
Yeah, it's a 1:00 game. He has a 6.
Yeah, it's an early game.
Okay, so he did say he's. I mean, they said he's going to play though, right?
Because he's going to play despite the hip.
Okay, yeah. I like Drake this week. I mean, it's harder to pass on the Giants, so I'm not mad at that. And Corey Davis, to be honest, I'd rather play Marvin Jones than Corey Davis.
Corey Davis has got me into the playoff.
Yeah. I rock with it.
No comment on Corey Davis.
Yeah,
I'm not
gonna talk you out of it and say no.
He's not coming out the lineup. Period.
I wish no one talked me out of Cam Akers. Come back to me. The hurdles of life. The speed bumps.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm only looking to replace one player. I'm only doing one piece of patchwork.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll go with Marvin Jones.
Listen, no, go with Corey Davis. That was your initial thing.
Yeah, Corey Davis is already in the lineup. He's in the flex.
Oh, okay.
So you're talking about moving him in and putting Drake in.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Do you want firepower or steadiness in your flex? Because steadiness would be Drake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like and I know that the Jags are going to give up cheeks. That's why I'm like, Davis is staying in this bitch. Like, Davis is playing today. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Corey Davis is this year's Devontae Parker.
But Marvin Jones has never let me down, and Landry's been steady. So it's like
they've all been pretty good. They've all been overall pretty solid.
It's a matchup thing. So if you want to go, order it by matchup alone, then Corey Davis would be at the top of that because he has the softest matchup.
Yeah. This is what happens, people, when you have a team full of players that you fucking trust. This is how you build your teams. It's a good thing. This is a good problem to have. But as you see, it's a stressful problem to have. I have great hair.
You're gonna leave some points on the bench.
I'm definitely going to leave points on the bench. I'm definitely leaving points on the bench. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just mattering of what points I'm willing to leave on the fucking bench. Let's go, Kenyon Drake. You're going up against the Giants. Fire it up. Fire it up. Fire it up. There we go. Let's get back to the chat. Let's get back to these guys. Debo or QT as my flex? Asked Gavin. Kiki, do you love me? Scoring touchdowns for my motherfucking fantasy team. Yeah, you gotta go.
I don't know. I still like Debo.
I kind of like Debo here too because Kiki is gonna be like he's the focal point now against
Cooks is out exactly. Like it's
and
I love Kiki. Give me.
Yeah.
Kiki's gonna have a ton of volume though. I'd say that and like. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Kiki for the volume because Debo he's used in every facet, so it's like which makes me not as afraid of the Washington secondary because
you're not stopping Deshaun Watson from passing. Like he is going to pass no matter. He is so smart of a QB that if he sees a defensive switch, he can just like Baker. Oh, that's fucking cute, guys. Deshaun, except he's not going to come out of pocket like that, you know. But Deshaun Watson recognizes the same pre-snap shit, so he can say, "All right, guys, well, we're not going to go run here." He can change the play from what it's originally called, and if he sees something different, he can switch it up.
Do we think John Gruden's an idiot?
Yes,
because I remember when he was doing his quarterback class thing for NFL. When he had Deshaun Watson in there, he was like Deshaun Watson's pre-snap reads. Like, you know, he had him in the classroom and he's doing the shit on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like, he was like, he reminds me of a young man, Peyton Manning. And I was like, whoa. That's why I asked you, I premised this first to say, hey, do we think Chucky's an idiot?
When dumbass did the Carson Wentz breakdown, and yeah, I know. That's just guys with big brains. Jimmo, really quick, says happy holidays, good luck in the playoffs.
Hey, happy birthday, Icon.
Damn it,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jimmo.
Nice.
Okay. From the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, from the GMM Network, from the Fantasy Fan, from all of us. We love you. We appreciate you. Also, to all of you in the chat, if you are not following Jimmo's social media, we have something. We have kind of like a charity going on, a challenge, if you will. Not necessarily a challenge, but we just want you guys to go out there, make a difference in your local community.
For a child in need.
Yeah, if you have time, if you have an extra 10, 20 bucks in your PayPal, whatever the case, head to your local Walmart, whatever the case, wherever it's at, and go and drop off for Toys for Tots. Tag us, do a video. We'll probably do like a whole compilation of everyone that went out there and donated and just, throw some really dope, soft music behind it. Like just show that good can happen in this world and things can change. It's 2020. Fucking COVID is struck. We need to change people's world, change people's lives. And there's a lot more families right now that are out than a lot more families.
Storming over here. Yeah, right now. It's fucking lightning and shit. It's crazy.
So, I mean, show love to a family in need. Support us on our mission to, excuse me, support us. Support us on our mission to provide smiles on as many young children's faces across the nation. Donate to your local Toys for Tots drive. Shout out to Jimmo, pioneering that shit, getting us all on the same board. Let's see here. Let's get into another fantasy question. CMC, Gaskin, Kittle, DJ Moore. So CMC,
they're all out.
No, those are. I think they were talking. Yeah.
Just got 2 unskippable ads. Hell yeah! Because of that, I will I'll count that as your fucking I'll answer your question. Gallman or Dobbins?
I
still like Gallman. I mean, Gallman has had a floor of 13 fantasy points in a PPR ever since he got the starting gig. So that's pretty fucking good, dude.
Right now, the Browns are cooking with gas.
Yeah,
at this time of year, anyone that's ever competed in a fantasy league with me in the past, that this is when I start kind of hitting on these trends. Because I start noticing certain things. All of us here, we've been watching NFL for a very long fucking time. Okay. We know that there are certain teams that when they start cooking, it is what certain things, in the words of Thanos, kind of become inevitable. I'm not saying that the Browns having a W and the Browns running away with this is inevitable, but I am saying that I am concerned as fuck.
Listen, the Ravens haven't been looking good at all. They looked good against the Cowboys defense because that's the Cowboys defense.
I'm concerned about everything about that whole fucking team. I'm concerned to the point to where my concerns in reality have actually crossed over into fantasy, and I'm starting to notice correlations between the two numbers. And now that's starting to scare me from the new.
It's been like that in the backfield, though. You didn't want to touch any of those running backs until recently, and Dobbins is the guy that you would.
He kind of is now,
Yeah, like
Dobbins the only one that you want to fuck with, but if you have Gallman who has a steady floor, why am I going to?
And a better matchup. It's a softer matchup for Gallman, so that's the easy answer. Gallman.
In the words of Stevie Wonder, superstition ain't the way. Nope, not dealing with it.
Unless he watched Thursday night's game, Harbaugh, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna give Dobbins 20-something carries. You know,
You
like
did not
29
say
touches.
watch after I just mentioned Stevie. That was bad timing. That was really fucked up timing. It was really bad timing, Finn. Holy shit, that got dark.
To answer the question,
God.
yeah, we all like Gallman over JK.
Ty Johnson, Duke, or Washington. Go to Washington. Go to Washington. He is the only one with guaranteed touches in Miami.
Yep. Duke too, but
I don't know. I kind of like Ty Johnson. Sounds crazy.
Frank Gore didn't get cleared. I thought he got
I don't
cleared.
know. It's a very slight possibility. I think that he might play.
I'm not gonna.
Seattle's run defense is not good.
Yeah, but then also it's like there's no Denzel Mims. It's gonna be like Brashad Perriman. You know what I mean? Like there's no real threats to like for them to not stack the box. You know what I mean? That's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got Jamal Adams in a revenge narrative. He's gonna be playing safety. He's gonna be playing linebackers. He's gonna be playing defensive end. He's doing it all. He's stopping the run.
I'm gonna go Washington there. I feel like he's the only one that's gonna eat really. Aside from Devontae Parker, of course.
DeAndre Washington's in line. He's in line to pile up a couple of receptions too.
Yeah, so look for a lot of pass catching out the backfield. Like they're going to be struggling. I feel like so today is the day that Miami could struggle. On the
What's the weather? What's the weather like over there?
Where?
In Florida or in South Beach?
Cloudy.
Okay, so it's not raining. So that little
it says 0% chance of rain.
Okay.
Our own what's that dude that used to do the weather report from fucking Good Morning America? I just had his name and it left my mind. God damn it.
The guy with the big teeth?
Al Roker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Been playing Al Roker with the weather report right there.
Nice.
Sven Roker.
Nice.
Oh, I love that. Damn, Ogard, we're gonna put that on a shirt. Man, you get royalties off that shirt.
Nice, man.
We're just using his likeness. Like, listen, you should get royalties.
Exactly. That sounds like 60%. Here you go. I'm gonna say Cook for Gallman. I don't like that.
Like Dalvin Cook?
Dalvin Cook?
Like the best running back in the game right now?
All right, so I got this question. So this is the second time from a different user this morning in the same fucking 2-hour period that I have gotten that exact same question. So clearly people are worried about Cook possibly going down for them right now. And
listen, Dalvin Cook got you here. You don't disrespect them like that. And I know it's the Buccaneers defense.
Hold up.
But it's Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, and he's used in the passing game too.
This is a perfect time for our segment of Don't Get Cute. Ladies and gentlemen, do not get cute. No, we are not benching Dalvin Cook in any scenario.
You want both of those guys in your lineup.
You know who I would bench?
Nope.
I would bench Josh Jacobs for Gallman. I would bench.
Yeah.
If I was worried about Drake, I'd bench him for Gallman. Like that.
Jacobs got me here. I get that he might be banged up, but I
the Colts too.
This.
You know, if you look at all the weeks that he was he had a questionable designation or tag whatnot. He always underperformed when he got into the game. So I'm just saying, like when it comes to something like Dalvin Cook, yeah, he's been averaging 3.5 carries for what the past 3 weeks. It's not that great, you know what I mean? But it's Dalvin Cook, man. You know, he's good enough to pop a big one at any given moment, catch a screen to the house. You know, it's Dalvin Cook, dude.
Well, what about this one, Gallman or Mike Davis?
I'd Mike Davis because Mike Davis is the same scenario. It's attrition. There's no one there. Even though Curtis Samuel's there to take some a little bit out of the backfield, it's really just Samuel, Davis, and Robbie Anderson as the weapons for that team this week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of concentration between those three, and as far as their usage. So I'm going Mike Davis, and they got some of their linebackers out this week. We had listed on one of them for the Broncos. You know what I mean? So the Broncos are probably going to get smacked around this one.
Yeah, I think the Broncos could get smacked around. I like the Mike Davis play this week. J.D. McKissick, Swift, Kenyon Drake, or Gio Bernard. Pick two, leaning Swift and Drake. Drake as my flex because, well, Eckler's the RB1. Ask Jordan Love.
I'm going. He answered his question.
Yeah, he answered his own question.
Everyone's worried about DeAndre Swift because they don't know the workload. But I mean, we know his upside, so we got to go with it.
Right? Exactly.
You know
I don't know. I kind of like McKissick here too.
I mean,
he's going to get you wide receiver numbers. He's not going to run the ball. He's not going to. He gets like 3 carries.
Yeah, he'll have like maybe
So
8 carries.
in my brain, right? In my brain, when I read that question, I'm reading. I'm reading it. I have Eckler already. You know, Swift or Drake is really kind of the way that I'm reading that. I understand maybe the possibility of a McKissick, and I understand the possibility of a Geo, but you have kind of perfected the way.
To be honest, too, it's gonna. Damn, you know, you can kind of make the same argument for McKissick with Mike Davis that I was making earlier, where it's the concentration right now with no Gibson. It's just McKissick, Logan Thomas, and McLaurin, the Scottish lad. Yeah, he's gonna annoy everyone, isn't he? Today?
We're going to kind of break down that game a little bit because we have me and you, Bogart. When we get into MKF, I'm gonna talk about the win and shit like that. So that's definitely gonna be something worthy for you. Guys.
I was looking forward to this game all year. Hey, yo, what up?
Dilly mamas. Mom, I know your birthday is 17th. I need to know where you want me to take you out to eat. And also I'm gonna give you one present, only one, because Christmas is coming and I got you a couple of things. So yeah.
Mama Admiral.
Yeah, Mama Admiral, that's right.
I am J-Love. I'm starting him.
Yeah, I'm talking Mark Andrews.
I have to.
Well, the league that I would be starting Mark Andrews. I don't want.
Also not good against the tight end.
Yeah, I don't want any of my league mates to call me out in that league. But I'm on a bye, so I don't really have to worry about that. Slight flex.
Mark Andrews. I just think he's gonna come back to maybe a little bit of a less snap count initially.
Yeah.
But hey. Mark Andrews started out the gate on fire, and that was week 1 against these Browns, and I think he scored 2 touchdowns on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gavin, I've been sending out fantasy basketball invitations. Make sure that you guys screenshot, get a shot of your Rumboyz Fantasy Network live setup. Obviously, and then
the rain is pounding. I know you guys can't hear, but it is crazy over here.
I hear it.
It's nuts.
That's more than Cal shit. But
wash away my Cam Akers pain.
We're planning on drafting the 19th. Draft the 19th. I have to take a look at the calendar back there backstage. But the 19th is when we're planning on drafting.
I got a basketball draft on the 19th.
Yeah, see, I feel like that you can eliminate injury, any type of injury.
First league I'm doing in years for basketball.
Dude, this is the second one. So.
At most, I've done daily.
It's all right. It's okay. I don't know. I figured I was like, screw it. I'm home. What else? You know what I mean? What else am I going to be doing? Like, why not get?
Gives you a reason to watch the games too. You know what I mean?
In quarantine, right? Bogart, my Jacobs 1 o'clock game feels worse now than it did last night. I wish he was just ruled out.
No.
Yeah, it's true though, man.
No, it would make it easier.
That's Kev, right? Yeah, that was Kev, yeah.
What's up, Goldstein? Happy Hanukkah, bro.
Goldstein.
It's like I have a first round bye.
Sounds like a bad guy in a Bogart movie. Like if I'm the double O Bogart.
Oh my god.
Goldstein is my enemy.
Are there things I should be looking at this week to potentially screw my opponents last week? A la what Sven did to his buddy Pat. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's going to depend on that person's needs, wants, necessities. Now, I'm just going to go straight for the Achilles heel right here, and just wound your opponent. What if your opponent has, and of course, God forbid, because we don't want this to happen, yada, yada, yada. But if your opponent has anyone that goes down today and their handcuff is still available, and all you can do is just go in and add them, you don't have to wait for waivers, none of that shit. Go in and immediately just pull that button.
Do that. This is what you do too. It's like you start doing that right now before the game starts and those players lock up. So if your opponent, if any of your opponents has Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams is out there, go swoop them up. When that game's over, if Aaron Jones is still alive, drop Jamal Williams. Go pick up like Chase Edmonds or some bullshit. Like pick up some kind of backup that's out there and just speculate. And then you can keep doing this all throughout. If you're on a bye week and you're kicking your feet up, don't kick your feet up. Keep your eyes on the prize. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And try to stay a week ahead of everybody.
Wound your opponent. Gavin said also for Hanukkah, I got a new computer to watch Rumboyz on. Hey, happy Hanukkah.
L'chaim.
This is my first Hanukkah actually. And
shout out to Gavin, man. You one of the names that we're in week 14 and he's always been rocking with us, man.
He's always up in here, bro. Big shout out, bro.
Appreciate you,
man.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
I've been enjoying it. My girl, she's Jewish, and I've been enjoying the traditions. It's fucking awesome. And the food.
Damn, man, I want to listen to Adam Sandler right now.
Hey,
Hanukkah gave me Monday.
I can't believe how much Jewish people raised me, bro. Like, I loved the Beastie Boys growing up. I loved Adam Sandler. You know what I mean? Like, bro, so much of my influence came from Jewish people and Canadians.
Adam Sandler, yeah, exactly,
like,
bro.
Jim Carrey's a Canadian, Brett the Hitman Hart. You know what I mean?
You're playing Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you got to.
You have to.
Don't
In that
do
situation,
that.
yeah.
That's god awful. No, don't do that. Don't. No. Yeah.
I said, no.
Really?
if I could chop how many times you say that would be a funny ass
Colts.
montage.
I mean, Colts kind of pretty. Yeah.
Gavin, message me. So I can get you a link for join the league.
So one thing about the Colts, they got some of their starting linebackers back for this game. So I'm actually firing up their defense, and I feel good about it. You know what I mean? Because, the last couple of weeks, they were down a couple linebackers. They were down to DeForest Buckner. Now everybody's back. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be him running into a brick wall repeatedly. And, they don't use Jacobs in the passing game, but his volume should be there. So you got to play him. You know what I mean?
Starters are Rodgers, Hopkins, Jefferson, Aaron Jones, D. Swift, Darren Waller, and Mike Davis.
Give yourself a bow.
Hey, do you have a bye this week?
He also has Young Ho Koo. His old ho was tripping, but his Young Ho was cool.
Yeah, Saints D, solid. Solid.
Should he bench Gallman, Herbert, Amari Cooper?
Oh, no, those are his bench players, I think.
Or bench. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
I would leave your roster exactly how it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch anything.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, guys, DFS. All right, your key to winning today. If you don't want to spend the high cash on Darren Waller, go Logan Thomas.
He's not. I mean, Logan Thomas is still not the min, but he's not the most expensive.
Not the min, but he's not going to be the premium price tight end. He's
only Travis Kelce is premium. To be honest.
How do you think about Dawson Knox? I know they're playing Pittsburgh, but Logan Thomas just tore them up last week.
I just don't want to take a chance in DFS with.
Well, plus that's if you're playing like a Sunday Monday slate, because this. I mean, Sunday night, Monday night slate. You know what I mean? Because the Sunday day slate. Yeah, Knox is not in there. Here's one of my things for DFS this week. If
I guess he's more of a fantasy play than a DFS probably.
On DK. like I like DeAndre Washington as my flex running back, and then that allows me to put in guys like Derrick Henry and Devontae Adams. Like, that unlocks them. You know what I mean? Like, because he's
right,
price,
exactly.
Price min,
you know
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then fill in the rest. Fill in the rest.
I did Cole
Komet.
Kmet. I did Cole Kmet in one. He's only 2,900. All right.
No, wow. He is the man. That's the man. I would say that's the best.
Oh my gosh, Gabby. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I like. What's crazy is this Cole Kmet thing, man. Like that's more of a DFS for me.
Yeah,
I'm not comfortable rolling him out and redraft it. You know what I mean?
I think I picked him up in a league, but I'm not
speculating
him maybe or
Henry. The homie Henry's in the chat.
What up, Henry? That's Derrick Henry for everyone who doesn't know.
Nice.
Yes. Start yourself, Derrick.
Thanks for tuning in.
Same question as last week, Herbert or Tyler. And then he also said, "Thanks for the Hanukkah wishes, boys. I'll take a shot of
Manischewitz. Yank him out.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I forgot you're from New York. You know a lot of Jewish people.
These people, animated person, dude. Your comedy is next level.
My college, it was all the Orthodox Jews from Brooklyn, all their summer homes. Right in the
Hey, you want to go play baseball? Like,
jeez, man, it was. But I'll tell you, the restaurants around there, dude, fantastic. Right there, Asbury Park. If anybody knows that, they probably heard of it.
Orthodox Jews.
Yo, the Northeast is popping, bro. The Northeast is a different culture. You got to be a little bit rude, but a different culture.
And just East New York in general.
I've been told I'm the nicest New Yorker.
So for you, Henry,
I'd say yeah.
For you, Henry, I get.
I'm going Herbert.
I get you to go Herbert, and
I'm going Herbert.
Yeah,
Herbert's. Atlanta's one of the greater defenses that make fantasy QBs relevant.
Atlanta gives up cheeks. Are you trying
through the air? And the New York Giants defense, they're the 5th worst option for fantasy QBs. That's not good. You know what I mean? Look at what they just did to Russ. Was he cooking? No. You know what I mean? It's just for and Blake Martinez, Leonard Williams, James Bradbury back there. You know what I'm saying? Like they're on every level. They got a big dog, and everyone else plays. They're all role players that are great supporting cast. So
is Herbert gonna just fall flat on his face again?
You know what, Herbert.
Atlanta's secondary has looked pretty decent recently.
Only against Derek Carr. Against Derek Carr.
But even against Taysom Hill, he actually had a pretty decent game. I think the second time around, right?
But he also had a decent game the first time. But then
on the ground.
There was a flag that negated his 40-yard Emmanuel Sanders touchdown. So that he would have put up he would have put up 270 through the air instead of 230 that game. You know what I mean? So
Giants, are you more scared of the Giants secondary, who's not terrible? Their defense isn't bad. The Giants defense isn't bad.
They're number 11.
Kyler looks hurt. It could be Kenyon Drake. I love Herbert.
And I love that Herbert is in a bounce back spot against Atlanta. When you come off a bad week like that, you gotta I don't think it's the same way when you have a super blow up week. It doesn't tend to happen twice in a row unless you're Derrick Henry or Todd Gurley back in 2016, 2017, or 2017. You know what I mean? Where they have these multiple games in a row where there's going crazy. I feel coming off that bad week, this is a good spot for him. And I also have a theory he should have never cut his hair.
Son of a bitch.
He did play pretty good.
The first game.
Yeah.
The first game. It's come on, Sid from Toy Story. You know what I mean? Why'd you cut your hair? You look like Sid from Toy Story, bro.
He's the truck driver, I think, in the third one.
Oh, wow.
He's the dumpster, in the third one, when he picks up, the red, the bear
the
or whatever.
Bear?
strawberries. Or whatever.
Wow, I never realized that. That's good.
I think because if you look at the shirt, it's the same exact shirt. I'm
skull?
almost positive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the truck driver. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a great callback.
I love Pixar. I love how Pixar throws in those little.
All right, I went ahead and I broke up my Baker Austin Hooper stack. It hasn't been paying off, so I put QT in that flex spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That's
Over
easy.
Austin Hooper, definitely. Let me see if there's any
And
updates.
now
on
Austin Hooper's going to go off. That always happens to me, bro.
That always happens to me.
Darnell Mooney is active.
I know Ashbury Park.
Hell yeah, son.
That's right,
T.
son.
Higgins is active as well.
Oh, wow. I like him in DFS.
Wow. Fire up Ronald Jones.
EC Sports
Leonard Fournette
said, yo, Robbie, I'm thanking you all
Wow.
today because last week I clinched a playoff spot in 4 of my leagues.
GC
awesome.
Sports. Hell yeah, Extreme King. What up?
I think he was in like 6 or something.
I know,
like that.
Goldstein. I wasn't talking about you, bro.
He's like,
Where we went to school.
where we went to school. Yo, big shout out to Sven bringing a lot of his homies into the chat. I appreciated getting to know your friends. I like getting to know like that backstory.
He's
man.
probably somewhere. He'll probably hop on somewhere, or he's watching and just.
Hell yeah.
You know Hal's and his touchdown dance.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
We just fail miserably every week.
I'm waiting for a parlay question because I'm ready.
But did you hear that? Leonard
Oh,
Fournette
Derrick
is
Henry.
inactive.
Yes,
That's pretty big.
Let's
That's
go.
pretty big. Ronald Jones.
The league that I have Rojo, I'm on a buy.
Keyshawn Vaughn, you better not show up now and piss everyone off.
Right? Is this the week of like the rookies just like
Off
going
the
off
bye
and
week?
Cam Akers just started it?
Wow, Keyshawn Vaughn.
Like this happens. Like this is why I do not like
I'll
having
be
a
so
buy.
Arians.
Kenny Vaccaro out
Okay.
for Tennessee.
Or in some circles, they say Vaccaro.
Vaccaro.
Tomato.
Dude, I got this place right around here called Vaccaro. I guess it's very similar to that, but it's like
Cafe.
It's Vaccaro like country club area. It's like
Ooh.
14. Like Vernon Wells lives in there. He's trying to sell his $14 million house a few years back.
Damn.
Yeah, had like 16 bathrooms.
Yo, all season,
It
the
would
three
be
of
my
us,
mission to take a dump in each one. Like,
all season, the 3 of us, we're just gonna do like a fucking podcast about nothing. We're just gonna like the podcast about nothing, and that's exactly what we're calling it.
hell yeah. And I'll get someone to do like a rip-off version of like the Seinfeld. Like we'll do like some kind.
Yo, hey, that's so Wale. I love that. Like, I love yes.
Hey, I don't know if this matters, but the starting left tackle for the Broncos is out, and he hasn't missed a game in his career yet. So
Yeah,
that
that's
could
a big
also
deal.
affect.
Melvin Gordon.
Not dial 911 patchwork on the fucking Broncos front line,
I picked up Carolina defense in a couple.
It's not a bad play.
bro. Jeremy,
You know what
Chase-
Drew Lock? You know what Drew Lock likes to do? Run out of the pocket and throw a big nasty pick.
I'm all
He's
for
like,
it.
Well, Jeremy
He's
Chin,
all about
Jeremy Chin, he's possibly gonna be. He could be defensive rookie of the year. Like if you have Jeremy Chin in Dynasty IDP,
Chase Young.
you're eating. Okay, yeah, Chase Young. I mean, Chase Young had the injury. Chin has
Jeremy Chin's been a baller, but you know what he did was polarizing in that one game. So polarizing.
CB, we're starting Rojo everywhere. We're even grabbing Rojo in DFS. We're even playing Rojo in DFS. There's no Fournette. It's all him.
If you can right now on a lot of these DFS sites, there was like I like to look at the prop bets and or props, quote unquote. Rojo passing yards, they had him really low, like somewhere as low as like under over 11 passing yards, and like I was smashing that over. You know what I mean? And now with Leonard Fournette out, I'm like, they're probably gonna tinker it up a little bit, but I would run in and go smash those as fast as I could.
Yeah.
I just put Rojo.
This is the week, week that I do not. Bogart, remember when I told you about my fucking superstition? This is the week that I did not need the buy in that one league, and I got the buy in that one league.
You know what I hate when I'm on a buy and my team's going absolutely nuts.
That means they're not going to be shit the next week.
Yeah, and I'm like, why don't they be shitty and then bounce back when I'm in there?
But I have them on other teams that I need them to do good. So you're like, kind of like,
It's true.
All right.
Give and take.
Hey, Kyle Van Noy is out for the Dolphins.
Wow,
That's pretty big.
That's really big.
I mean, not that the Chiefs weren't gonna.
Shred
Right?
them up.
Are they playing the Chiefs? Yeah,
You know,
but
The Chiefs are gonna push their shit in anyways.
that doesn't help. That
in
doesn't
Mahomes'
help.
career on the road, he has 9 losses, and in each one of those losses, he scored over 30 points. It's fucking nuts, right?
Hey, Zane Gonzalez is out for all of you Zane Gonzalez owners, so
Yeah.
make sure to check your kickers.
Oh, they're gonna
Because-
try to run that thing every time now.
Capitalize on that. I can't believe I picked up 2 kickers and ended up. But here's the funny thing: I'm actually playing my buddy again this week in the playoffs.
The same dude?
So it's exactly. And
You look at his roster?
he started Cam Akers.
Browns defense or Bills defense?
Damn it.
Browns defense or Bills defense?
Browns.
I kind of like the Browns. Bills are playing Pitt. Like, they can't run the ball. Like, Pittsburgh, I don't think is going to be able to run the ball.
Ooh, that kind of makes me like the Bills. Actually, I forgot Bills. The Steelers' deficiency at the run.
James Conner is back, I believe, right? But
Yeah.
right,
Conner's
I mean,
back.
but they still haven't really done much with him when he towards the end, like before he got hurt or was on COVID or something like that.
Yeah, he would, and I mean they've been putting in Benny the Snell when they get into the red zone too. So it's like that just goes to show that how much they weren't even really trusting Connor like to hit pay dirt.
Fucking caught everyone sleeping. Just yanked DeAndre Washington right off the waivers and put Cooks into the IR.
Nice.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
I'm in a bunch of smart leagues actually.
I seen that blurb yesterday. Okay, how about this, fellas? DeAndre Washington, Mike Pittman Jr. Because that's what I'm kind of mulling over right now.
Oh, fuck. Cole Kmet's available on waivers in this league. God damn it.
I don't know. DeAndre or Michael Pitt. So they're playing the Raiders. How are they against the wide receiver?
Not so great. And
They're not that great, right? I think they're kind of like
2 of their starting corners. They're going to play this week, but they were like questionable all week.
bottom 15 for sure. Bottom 12 maybe.
Yeah, they're definitely at the bottom half.
This could be a high scoring affair. I mean,
Aiden, we know.
That's the one thing I worry about is because I actually think that the Colts will come through and just smack. Like the Colts have you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know what the net is. And here's why I'm leaning Mike Pittman Jr. is because the fact that T.Y. Hilton's been getting off nasty, that it's like, okay, maybe, Chucky's like, all right, this guy's a grinder. We got a game plan for him. And then, Mike Pittman Jr. is on the other side just getting, all the single coverage.
I think you should look at the stats. Hilton is not the wide receiver 1 this year.
Past 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the past 2 weeks.
He's been T.Y. He's been T.Y. And I love it. I love seeing it on my bench. I'm like, do I start him this week? Is this it? I'm going to start him this week, and now he's not going to.
And it's against the Raiders, where it's like, this is a match.
I don't know. DeAndre's a very iffy. This is a really iffy one because Patrick Laird, he's been on the team though, so like he understands. You know what I mean? Like,
but he's bad. He's bad. Like
he kind of is. Yeah. And then who else? They have Elijah McGuire.
He's going to be inactive or emergency role if that. And they have because it's another guy named Pierre.
I guess I would. DeAndre probably he's going to get touches, but I think Michael Pittman will get some targets as well.
Yeah, Michael Pittman hasn't.
I'm so fucking nervous this morning.
I know. I'm like
who's starting for the Dolphins? Is it Tua?
Yeah.
Right. Oof.
And like they're gonna have
the Chiefs, man.
They're gonna have the Chiefs. They're vulnerable against the run. That's the one thing that's making me like.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Calvin Ridley over under 86 yards.
Over. Is Julio out? Julio's out, right?
Yeah, Julio's out. Julio's out. Casey Hayward's gonna be on him. I'm gonna say under.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, Casey Hayward's a dog. He'll follow him around.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, when I think about that shadow matchup,
he can get 80. He can get 80, and we're still hitting on that. You know what I mean? So
I got Gaskin and McCaffrey. You think they will be back next week? McCaffrey is not.
I think he's done for the year.
Coming back.
I don't know.
Gaskin
as an owner in a couple leagues, I hope he does.
As long as Gaskin doesn't, as long as Gaskin, can beat the COVID fast. You know what I mean? Like, because everyone's different. We've seen players be out for 2 weeks because of COVID. You know what I mean? This one he got. And I don't even know if it's a COVID tracing or if he actually has COVID. Because if it's tracing, he's back next week.
True.
So yeah, under. I like the under on the Ridley question. For McCaffrey coming back, hell no. Gaskin might come back.
Gaskin, yeah, I feel like Gaskin has more of a chance.
Gaskin has more of a chance because they're actually fighting for something. McCaffrey, like they.
Yeah.
There's really no point.
Like really, like what fucks do you give?
McCaffrey's gonna do like Calvin Klein ads and shit like that.
Dude,
McCaffrey's trying. He's going out publicly and saying that he wants to come back and play, which means the organization has already told him we're probably shutting you down.
Like bro, you are the face of the franchise for the next 25 years.
Like we put your face on fucking tickets. It's kids wear your jersey. We need you. Like, this is bigger than football, bro. I'm sorry, but you're not playing the rest of the year.
Right? Like, we have literally nothing to play for. We want a better draft pick so we can help you.
Like, a vaccine
He
is coming out. Like, we need to fucking, like, put asses in seats.
I was trying to think
like,
of
if you're an NFL team,
possible.
if you're an NFL team, like, I love it. I love it. I love it. You got the dad joke. Like, I mean.
Daniel Jones is active.
Yeah, but
Zeke is also active as well.
Per reports, I want you guys to be wary. If you're gonna go out there and try and play Daniel Jones, mainly DFS, because Colt McCoy is expected to still see the field per reports.
It's his hamstring, and I mean he's going to be staying in the pocket. He has to.
Yeah, and he's a dumbass, so he's gonna try to run because that's his natural instinct.
And then throw a pick. Probably.
Yeah, start of the Arizona's. What's that?
Right
you know what? I dare you to sit Gallman for, or I dare you to sit Cook for Gallman. I dare you.
Taylor Jungles put this up before in the chat.
Yeah, right? And that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, I dare you. Like, I dare you.
Whenever, I think he's looking for confirmation bias. That's what he's looking for.
But we told him
because what he wants to do is not play Cook. So then don't do that then. You know, then if you're gonna keep asking us, we're gonna tell you start Cook.
Why play Cook? Why?
He's Dalvin Cook.
What the? Let Dalvin Cook.
Take that off the screen.
Listen, and if Wayne Gallman does outscore him by like a point or two, you would be right. But the likelihood of anybody, blowing up against anybody, the likelihood of Dalvin Cook blowing up is more likely than Wayne Gallman outscoring Cook.
Okay, would you drop? I have like Jordan Wilkins. Drop Jordan Wilkins. Pick up DeAndre Washington and start him. I have Kalen Ballage as my second running back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I have to start DeAndre Washington, right?
I'm doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, start DeAndre Washington.
Because Justin Jackson is set to be back this week too. So,
and I also got him on my bench too. Yeah. But I'd rather start DeAndre.
Flex. I have Singletary as well. Sorry, Sim.
No, you're good. Keep going.
I have Singletary as well, but I have too much pride to run him against Pitt.
Don't. Pitt's been giving up 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, don't. There's no need to start Singletary.
Right? You mean sit him? I mean, okay. Who are you sitting him for? Because I'm not a Singletary guy, but I'm also just not afraid of the Steelers' defense like everybody is.
This is true, but I mean, we're talking Amari or T. Higgins at
yeah. I'd rather go Amari for once, actually, because he's playing against the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals fucking suck.
Yeah, they do.
Literally, they're playing each other.
And then you got Andy Dalton in a revenge narrative. Yeah.
Amari Cooper.
I don't know, man.
Do I start Devontae Parker over Matt Ryan? No.
Devontae Parker is super flex. Yeah.
Come on.
Matt Ryan, I mean, you know what's crazy is the Chargers defense is almost as bad as the Falcons defense when it comes to giving up QB1 performances. So even if you have a low end QB1 performance or a high end QB2, that's probably as much as Parker would. Like, say Parker puts up 14 points, you could easily get that with Matt Ryan.
Bogart and the revenge narrative, the best duo
every week.
Every week. I'm looking for it. Last week I was like, everyone loved. I was like, what's his name? Jack Conklin. Like Jack Conklin, the right tackle.
Yeah, right.
He's playing against Cleveland.
Mentality. I have a bye this week, but I'm probably going to play Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, and Kyler next week. Dude, just
wait till next week.
Just we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Just hang on. We're living on prayer.
Just hope nothing happens to those players you named this week. And then, you know what I mean? Because then that's fine. You know what I mean? Those sound like great starts.
like I've noticed one of the things I just noticed when I went to that little musical breakdown there, a little musical reference.
Wow!
We're halfway there. Like I miss being drunk as fuck, sitting at a bar.
Yeah,
and just yelling,
singing white people songs. Hell
exactly.
yeah!
Yeah, exactly.
I love rock and roll. Spend another dime in the jukebox,
baby. Hey, the top cornerbacks are out for the Cowboys. Brown and Awuzie are both out. They have
play T. Higgins. Fuck.
I mean, I feel like even with Brandon
Boyd
Allen, you have to start like some Bengals, right? Like Cowboys defense is bad.
This is where you do DFS right here. This is where like DFS comes into play. Where like I would do an Andy Dalton, Zeke, and then bring it back with Tyler Boyd on the other side. I would do shit like that. Like I like doing triple stacks.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Like
the Cowboys defense gets anyone here seen Blue Mountain State?
Dude, Thad Castle. They have Thad Castle.
The Cowboys defense is like Thad Castle's pocket pussy.
Wow.
Oksana?
Everyone gets a turn.
The pocket pussy.
Everyone gets a turn.
Oh shit.
Dude, that show was amazing.
They're like the old cougar that comes around the damn dorm.
Marathon Monday.
In hindsight, was trading CMC for Mostert, Drake. Actually, no, the Cougar was good luck. In hindsight, was trading CMC for Mostert, Drake, and 3 firsts in Dynasty a good deal.
Yeah, you got 3 firsts.
3 firsts?
And then you got 2 guys that you could throw in your lineup this
year.
Who
are still young and like can still be a start. Like
even
they're technically the number ones.
Mostert's 28, but still, he got guys he could play this year. You know what I mean?
Like you got Mostert and Drake that you could be firing off this year. And
right? And you got 3 first rounds, and you might be able to take one of those first rounds and be like, "Hey, give me your second and third, and you can move up." Or like you could be like, "Hey, we'll swap ones and give me your 2."
Or you could just load up on all the first round talent and be like, "Now give me your veterans."
And every game DNC is not.
I'm not doing that. Don't do that.
Depending on what veterans, like if I'm gonna come back with Justin Jefferson, like
but that's not a veteran. He's gonna be a sophomore next year.
All right. I'm sorry. Give me your experience. Give me your experience. Okay, your experience.
Who's a good example?
I'll still take a young player. Like I'll take a second-year player or like a third-year
player. Like I would,
like a Terry Moore and a DK.
Yeah, you AJ Browns. You know what I mean? DK.
Yeah, all the my first-round guys. Receivers. You get to keep your team young. You get to tank once a fuck again because you love tanking. Like there's always that guy in Dynasty that's like fooling around. Like
next year my team.
Next year the pot increases, so I'm gonna go harder next year. I promise, guys.
My team, I'm telling you, bro, it's in the bag next year.
It's like when the fuck are you gonna win? When the pot's at $1 million, like, and no one cares anymore? Like the fuck?
Like, hey, the pot's at $1 million and I finally get it. I'll be like the old guy in the Vegas Vacation. Remember National Lampoons? The guy in the end, the money. The money.
The money's mine.
The money. And then he just croaks.
I love when he's whispering to him.
Yeah, that's why
they thought he was dead. Then he comes back to money.
He's the football coach. He's the football coach in Greece.
Hey, he is. Oh shit!
Dropping knowledge. I drop knowledge.
Low key, Greece is a
Corey Davis or Curtis Samuel with more out. The Jags give up cheeks. It's prom night when you're playing the Jags. Okay.
I don't know.
Plus the benefactor. The benefactor for DJ Moore being out is Robbie Anderson, but the thing what's dope at Curtis Samuel is that he's going to be the slot guy, you know what I mean, as well as get some carries out of the backfield, you know what I mean, and some jet sweeps type of shit like that.
Corey Davis.
I like
Howard said white people's favorite song is definitely Freebird.
Hell no. I actually am over that song.
He was like, I'm speaking up for him.
I am a white.
He is a quack.
I am a quack.
Sweet home Alabama, sweet home Alabama.
Give me some techno, bro.
He said, give me some techno.
Give me some Tiesto.
Oh, bro. Hey, I saw Tiesto live on a beach in Laguna in Italy, bro.
You know what's crazy? I just
saw
had
it in Texas.
deja vu.
It was awesome.
See, I had deja vu again because we've actually, when you've brought him up before, we did the same spiel. You know, weren't you on like acid or something too, Robbie?
I was on a lot of things.
Yeah. See, I
was at a festival.
Yeah, I was at a festival, allegedly.
Great
times. Vaccine, please work.
You know, they're doing it. They're running that thing right now in Europe. They're like, let the Europeans fuck with it first. They're like, give it to them first. Let's see how it works out.
Hey, knowing them, they'll probably be like, oh, you stupid Americans, we're up ahead of you again. Like, for real. Like,
why did he have an Indian accent when he was?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Well, there's a ton of Indians out there, though. In Britain, in England, ton of Indians.
Henry got the most value in that Jags game, though. If the game script goes right, I
agree, but also James Robinson, he could do their best effort to keep them off the field. The Tennessee Titans offense off the field. So
it could happen.
The Jags
I'm gonna say it like this. Getting cheeks is better than getting no cheeks. The Jags give up cheeks. All right?
Cheeks are big plays or touchdowns for anybody that's the translation, I believe, right?
Well, just production is really what it translates to.
Like, I'm playing Corey Davis. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh God, is this going to be the week where he doesn't show up?
I want to say something.
On that hill.
The first time they played this year, the first time the Jags played the Tennessee Titans this year, they sold out to stop the run. And Henry had, I think he had close to 100 on the ground. He didn't hit pay dirt, but they were stacking the box with 8, so everyone else was eating. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the same. If the Jags are like, remember last time how we lost to them? We're doing that again. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, because it is Derrick Henry. You kind of want to sell out to stop him every time. You know what I mean? So that would open it up for everybody else. I mean, y'all remember Jonnu Smith had that giant game? He had like the 70-yard house call.
Once again, it's the Jags. I know that Derrick Henry's going to go off. Like, we don't have to go through the stats.
Let's not jinx him now. Hold on. I need him.
I know that Derrick, we think that, okay, analytically speaking,
sure,
we know that that's going to happen. What about everything outside of that? I thought we were playing fantasy football. Corey Davis is – the Jags let receivers go yard. Yeah. Let it happen, baby. Let it happen.
Corey Davis or Deebo Samuel?
Corey Davis.
Damn.
All right.
Washington ain't giving up booty that.
But Deebo, they scheme him in different ways. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna get different ways to get the ball. You know what I mean?
Who's Clown?
So Nick Howard asked, who do I roll with that flex? Slayton, Gallup, Clown, AB, Singletary, or Williams? Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams.
Fuck, out of those, I want to go Jamal Williams.
I like Gallup.
I was gonna say I like Gallup against that secondary.
Yeah,
and
but
Dalton,
I really like Gallup.
They were thrown to, like, last week he had a solid performance. Will he put that up? He maybe could. I mean,
Slayton,
the Bungles defense is not.
I can't wait for Corey Davis to shit on you this week.
Here's the thing too. When you got with Slayton, you're gonna need a big one down the field. You know what I mean? I don't really trust Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Without the, you know what I mean? And then you got Michael Gallup, who actually, to be honest, I think he has the most rapport down as an outside receiver versus Mari Cooper with Andy Dalton. Because, you know, Andy Dalton, obviously he likes throwing short, so Schultz and CeeDee Lamb's been okay, but he's been looking to Gallup down the field more often than not.
Yeah, he's been looking to Gallup a lot.
You know I mean? And this is the secondary in a revenge narrative.
Finally.
Yeah, for real though. And then you got who was his other option?
Dalton Schultz.
No.
Yeah, no.
Noah Brown.
Oh yeah,
no,
Antonio Brown.
No. Yeah.
You know what?
Brown. Out of all those, I'm either going Gallup or Williams.
And then Jamal Williams.
And Gallup has a softer matchup.
Detroit, it's given up the most. They've given up the most production to fantasy running backs in the past 6 weeks straight. And so Jamal Williams, theoretically, he could do damage with like 12 or 13 touches.
Probably
That's what he's gonna get. He could
have a 4 of 13. He could have a 4 of 13.
Yeah, but I mean, saying like he's only gonna get like 12 touches. So you're gonna need him to do damage with those. He's gonna need to be really
but I'm
efficient.
saying he can do that. Like he could do that.
Yeah.
He could do that.
But I'll go with the splash.
Last week he went for 6, and I get it.
Go with the splash play.
Yeah, go Gallup.
Cheeks. We're going with the cheeks theory, right? The Bungles give up cheeks.
Yep, the Bungles give up cheeks. My DC's coming out because that's something we say in DC is like yo, give up cheeks. Like yeah.
Yeah, out here West we say booty. He's giving up
booty. Yeah, y'all say booty. Yeah.
Same shit. Tomato.
Kirk or Baker. Either way, I think I have to go Kirk. Because Baltimore defense.
And there it is. You answered your question. Yeah. And I think Kirk, listen, that the Buccaneers secondary, they've been getting torched ever since Patrick Mahomes lit them up. Then Jared Goff lit them up. Then
Baker. Baker is like when you hit the dab and it's like that quick high, but then you're also going to come down. Like I love Baker, and I'm still high off of Baker. I don't know if I'm bringing it. I don't know if I'm bringing it.
I hit the dab. I'm high forever, bro.
I mean, it depends on what it is, but yeah.
That's true. But you know what, though? Baker's he's like a couple notches above game manager to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a bad secondary, he'll exploit it. You know what I mean? He needs a bad secondary to be like a fantasy viable guy to me.
Like, all right,
Week 1, when Baker played the Ravens,
I don't think the Ravens expose Baker. That's the thing. I think Baker actually exposes the Ravens defense this game, and that's what scares me.
I don't. Put the bias aside. You got him in Superflex. I know you need this.
It's not even that. Like I'm just.
It is. I see this every week.
Dude, I think
that's why you're pounding Corey Davis so tough this week. You're like, listen, Corey Davis.
Bro, no, I really think the Browns are legit. Like, I really think the Browns can get.
I do too, and they're legit as a running team. You know what I mean?
They're cooking with gas on so many different levels.
This is a huge game, primetime game Monday night.
This is a staple game. Where's this game at? Are they at home?
I think that is in Cleveland.
Yeah, it is in Cleveland.
Baker has to be good. Like he has to be good in this game.
To prove all these haters,
he doesn't have to make mistakes. He doesn't have to be good. He just can't make mistakes. That's it. Because week one, he didn't look bad against the Ravens. He was just, I mean, he didn't look, he looked bad actually. He was underthrowing and overthrowing OBJ, but OBJ was getting separation.
Yes, let's go Kirk.
Kirk hasn't dropped under like 21 fantasy points in a 6-point scoring format for like.
And he's not playing. He's
been balling
in prime time.
And I would think this is the game where Brady could put points up. So yeah, I'm just saying.
It's okay. No. Milo says, I'm scared of starting DeAndre Swift, but I already benched Cam Akers. If you already benched Cam Akers,
throw DeAndre Swift in there.
Yeah, let it go.
Green Bay's a bad run defense, so just pray.
They give up. They're the second most receiving yards to running backs.
Yep, even if DeAndre Swift doesn't come back to 60% of the snap count, he comes back to like 35 or 40.
Right.
A lot of that's going to be in the passing game because they're going to be playing from behind.
Just drop with it. Like if you've already benched Cam Akers, you answered it.
Trust me, I did that. So there's nothing we can do about that unless we see this baby hit 88 miles per hour, and you're going to see some real shit. You know what I mean? And I'm going back to Thursday, and I'm like, I'm jumping in the comments.
Connor says Ryan Tannehill or Kyler Murray. I'm Kyler Murray. Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I'll go Tannehill there.
Tennis skill. Do you like 4-point or 6-point passing TDs in your leagues?
6.
I like the 6.
We like to simulate fantasy, reality football into fantasy. And they don't throw 4-point, passing touchdowns in the reality. So I like 6 points.
Ethan Kiki.
I like Kiki. That Bears defense it's good, but they can also give up some plays.
They're checking out too, huh?
Yeah.
It seems like they've been checking out, bro.
Yeah, he's volume play. Let's get into our monkeyknifefight.com. Also download the Monkey Knife Fight app. If you guys deposit $50, we're gonna match your $50. If you deposit 20, we'll match your 20. You deposit 10, we'll match it. Whatever you deposit, all the way up to the amount of $50, we're gonna match you if you use promo code Rumboyz, just like you see above the screen. Let's go ahead. Let's get into our NFL slate of games, gentlemen. If you guys don't mind. Load fucking passer. There we go. The first game that I actually want to break down, we'll go into our afternoon slate. You know what? We're gonna go Kansas City. Mama, Hema, Hami, Yami.
He was like, "Fuck it, we're going to the morning slate."
I want to jump.
Afternoon for the East Coasters.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Afternoon
And for the
slate.
Schwensters.
So first game that we're gonna break down. First game that we're going to break down for our afternoon slate, our first slate of games, Patrick Mahomes sitting at 318.5, more or less, against Tua Tagovailoa, 240.5, more or less.
Damn, has Tua ever surpassed 240 in his NFL career yet?
I don't think he's going to surpass 240 against his team.
I don't think so either. That's the strength. The strength of their defense is the secondary. I'm gonna go less on both because of the way the Dolphins are structured. They're structured the same way New England was when Brian Flores was over there. You got two guys. You got Xavier Howard plus one that could monitor Tyreek because they're gonna double him every time. They got a safety that limited Travis Kelce in the AFC Championship a couple years ago. He was with them. I forget his name, but he's over there now. He's over there with the Dolphins. Limit is I use that word loosely, you know what I mean? Because who limits Travis Kelce?
Correct.
But I feel like because the fact that the game script should be handily for the Chiefs' favor, throwing the ball might not necessarily be necessary. It's crazy. I'm going under. And I won't be surprised if he has 300 or 313, 314. Nah, we're going under. I'm going less. I mean.
Okay. I want to hear from Sven.
Oh, I'm terrible.
Hey, you know what, Sven? Say more, so my less will hit.
Right?
I want to say more based off of analytics. Last week against the Broncos was the first time that Mahomes actually hit 380.
But because he threw for 300 though with no touchdown, so it's like he still eclipsed the 300 mark.
He's always over 40 attempts, and his 40 attempts prove indicative of him going over 300. Evidence makes me Tyreek Hill's is gonna bust it wide open and then tell her bring it back. I'm willing to probably I'm willing to go more on that one. I like your less call on Tua. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to go through his recent game log. I mean, he passed for 296 against the Bengals, but this is not the Bengals. Yeah, this is not the Bengals. He only passed for 83 yards against Denver, 169 against the Chargers, 248 against Arizona, 93 against Rams. You clearly struggle against teams that are better. You clearly show me that you are still a rookie. You win games, you find ways to win games, but I think that the person around you helps you with that. Like, you're not doing it on your own.
Theirs is always a team effort.
He needs to grow.
He definitely needs to grow, and I feel like it was still. I'm still gonna live and die on this take of you started him too early. I feel like you should have Mahomes him, and you did.
I would have loved to see the Magic Man versus Mahomes. That would have been fun.
To me. That's pay-per-view quality. I probably would have watched that more than right now. You know.
Magic is like that cool uncle, huh?
I feel like Mahomes is gonna bully the fuck out of him right now. Like, he's gonna show him, like, bro, this is what happens when you can sit a year and get an opportunity to really learn the motherfucking game. Like Patrick Mahomes was already nice coming out of college. Tua was nice coming out of college, but Mahomes got to sit and really learn and absorb and had a great coach.
And
Tua has a great coach
too. Patrick Mahomes not coming out of college is that he turned the ball over a lot. They were like comparing him to like a Brett Favre, like he's a gunslinger, reckless. And then he sit behind Alex Smith, who's one of the safest guys. Like, Alex Smith is the guy who goes to like Baskin Robbins and he's 32 flavors. Like, give me vanilla. He's so safe. You know what I mean? And he showed Mahomes like, hey man, you don't always have to You know what I mean? You don't always have to take the risk. And sitting behind him for a year, that really helped Mahomes. Like,
And
definitely takes risks.
Mahomes may do risky shit, but when he does risky shit, he's not taking a risk.
I mean, only 2 picks this year. That, you know what I mean? That's
Like he's calculating. Like everything is just like going off, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm like this. Okay, I'm gonna throw." Yeah, like
yeah. No,
how the hell did you get that there? He's made some pretty Jeff Garcia type throws in his day.
wow, he threw it back to Jeff Garcia. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I used to like Jeff Garcia.
I loved watching Jeff Garcia play. He was a tough motherfucker.
Yeah, he was. I mean, shit, you had to be behind the Niners line for like a decade. Like whoever, like even when Alex Smith came in there, it was like, all right, Alex Smith, you're gonna be on your back a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Eric, we were thinking the same thing there. Let's see here. Rock out, our guy, hitting us with a question here. Drake, Elliott, Gallman, CEH, Ayukin, Claypool. I need two backs and a flex, no PPR. So your two backs, I'm gonna go Drake and Gallman, right?
I like Zeke. I like Zeke and Gallman.
Zeke, I understand that.
I like Zeke and Gallman.
I like Zeke and Gallman for the 2 backs too.
Because I'm just gonna avoid Drake's injury against and Arizona's run defense is soft and that's good for Gallman. And I'm going with the DC theory where Arizona gives up cheeks on the ground, and so does the Bungles.
Okay. I like it. So maybe Gallman, Elliott, if we want to go, we'll try and make it consistent for you. And then you need a flex, no PPR. So of course we're looking at then Drake, Ayuk, and
then I might look at Drake because if it's no PPR, if it's not PPR, I want all the guaranteed touches.
Yeah, let's just go with all your running backs there. Rock out.
Who's Claypool? Is Tre'Davious White? Like, is Josh Norman playing even though he's trash?
Josh Norman would be the guy that would be on Claypool.
Because Tre'Davious White's probably not going to be.
I'm just not playing. The Steelers receivers haven't been hanging on to the ball.
You know why? You want to know why Claypool hasn't showed up in a while? Because they stopped stretching the field like weeks ago. Everything's a short game, and Claypool's average depth of target is 14 yards. So it's like nothing's developing down the field because they're just it's all quick hitter passing right now for Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The Ravens or the Eagles, who do you like more?
Ravens.
The Ravens are better. They have better personnel. They're more talented as a defense as a whole.
Let me tell you after this week, after Jalen Hurts. Let me see a game with Jalen Hurts.
Listen, the Saints are the number one defense for DVOA. That's defense versus offense adjustment. So it's like, yeah, they're.
Eric said the Steelers wide receivers couldn't catch water if it fell out of a boat.
No, dodgeball quote. Like it.
I like it.
Like it. No, go Ravens defense. Go.
Shout out to Eric too, man. Hell of a video, man. Keep it up. You know what I mean? Your baseball joint on Friday, man. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Yeah, bro, definitely keep it up, bro. Fucking love it. I like that you want to step up to the plate. You want an opportunity. You're gonna rise to.
Ooh, I see what you did there. Talking baseball, stepping up to the plate.
Oh, I can't wait. Fantasy baseball next year.
I know. I can't wait for baseball. I'll be covering basketball and baseball simultaneously throughout the season when those two mix up and they correlate.
I should have played fantasy baseball this year because it was such a condensed season. I might have.
It's a good taste. It would have been a good taste for
anybody. It's like everyone I play, they're so addicted. Everyone I know that plays, they're addicted to it. And there's like, it's such a grind, bro.
Mix up topics on Rumboyz at the dark. Like it'll just have everyone's chops like nice and fresh for everything. So if you want to hop in, bro, we'll do it. Nick Mullins, 259.5. We're going to get into our second afternoon slate of games. We have just a couple minutes left. 259.5 for Nick Mullins, 245.5 for Alex Smith. Niners, Washington football team.
Damn, I'm going to go. I think this is a low-scoring game. I'm going to go less on both.
You like less on both?
Two good defenses. So, you know what I mean? Like,
49ers ranked 9th against the run.
Yep. So that's top 10.
What are the numbers again? Can you put it up on the screen?
They're all under. They're basically both under 250. You need 250 to go over or to go more on both of them, basically.
Nick Mullins, really?
I know, right? But you know what's crazy is Nick Mullins actually. You know the Giants. People can't really pass on them. Nick Mullins tore them up. which is crazy.
He also tore up the Bills. He went for 316, 252, 247, 291, and 238.
Okay, maybe
Maybe
I
over.
need to take a step back. I forgot he went for 300 on the Bills. And that game was close before it wasn't.
Because he did it on the Bills and he did it on Green Bay, and even still he eclipsed that 247 against New Orleans. Damn,
and he put up stats on the Giants too early. So
I think I'm fucking with the sober.
yeah, I'm gonna rock with you on that.
Maybe Alex Smith too.
You know what?
He did go for like almost 300, but like J.D. McKissick, I think is going to have a big role, and he's going to help.
Yeah, and it's going to be through the air. Yeah, and Terry McLaurin can burn any one of my team's secondaries. You know what I mean? Manuel Mosley, he'll get burned. Richard Sherman gets burned. Like,
and that worries me. Smith 296, or I'm sorry, 240 against Pittsburgh, 149, 166, but then 390 against Detroit,
and 325 against the Giants.
That's
wow, and that's good.
And Gibson being out, I think, hurts because I don't think they're going to try to run the ball maybe as much. Maybe they will.
You know what? You see, this is why I love when we hash these things out. Because I'm gonna go with you both, y'all, man, and I think I'm just gonna go more on both of them now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go more on both. I feel like
we need a game here. Now we need a game for real.
I think it's gonna be a game, Bogart, for real. I mean, the Buffalo game was a game, you know,
until it wasn't. Because a lot of that was like playing from multiple scores down. You know what I mean? That's why he climbed up to 300 plus.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys, based off your analysis, based off what you guys said, I feel like you made valid points and they kind of align with the Atlanta.
It aligns with the more, yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So, I mean, and you know me, I'm always trying to fade the public as much as possible. Like I'm trying to be that asshole. But.
I was that asshole who faded the public on Thursday and then I went with them and sat Cam Akers.
I know.
Hey, here's the thing, man.
30%.
It happened.
You know what I tell? You know what I always tell myself? I tell myself, hey, if I'm destined to get to next week, then that didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all in the hands of the fantasy gods.
Yes, reports are saying that Josh Jacobs will play today. Will he score 23 plus points today?
No.
Yeah.
You said yeah so easily because you have him in your lineup. So well, I know but this is a great thing though. You speak that into existence. I've seen you do this a lot of times. I'm gonna say the likelihood of it is no. He's playing against the Colts. They're a top 5 run defense.
Houston's playing the Colts. Yeah, you're right.
No. The Raiders. The Raiders are playing the Colts.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs. He was talking about Josh Jacobs.
Oh, he said, will Houston score?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Point.
Of course, yeah.
23.
I don't know about 23. I think that's but it's not far fetched.
23 plus for Houston. I'm going to take over.
2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals. That you can get there. 3 touchdowns, couple field goals, and you're there. 1 field goal.
3. Yes, rock out. Josh Jacobs is playing. Let's see here. I'm trying to find any last minute. Mr. Halls was in the chat. And I need to get back up to that one really quick.
Oh, Henry, which Colts running back you taking? I like JT. I think it's JT's he's performing. He's performing well, and I think they're actually going to keep giving him the ball.
You gotta hope he doesn't come out and fumble it, because if anybody looks at those games where he got the lesser of the timeshare, he was making some kind of mistake in that game. You know what I mean?
And I'm sorry, it covers your face.
Damn you, Greg.
Lucky I hit everywhere else because your Cook, Henry, Gaskin, Locke. Bet with I smartly bet Waller, Montgomery, Camaro, which paid no sway. I'm back for more. Each of you pick one. Let's go.
I like how he keeps returning to the well, and we haven't came through for him.
Hey,
Zeke. I'm saying Zeke scores today,
and I'm saying Derrick Henry.
You're gonna go Zeke. You're gonna go Derrick Henry. You know what? I'm actually gonna take a page out of your book, Mr. Halls. And I was doing a lot of research this morning, and I'm super, super fucking high on Waller and DFS today. I think he's going to get you a tutty.
Against the Colts?
Austin Hooper is not expected to play.
Damn, I made the right fucking good.
His neck. He's hurt.
His neck and his back.
The middle?
His back.
He needs some milk.
Harrison Bryant. So
You know
Harrison
what he
Bryant
needs? He needs some good old horse sperm. That
gonna
Totoro.
start.
If you don't want to go with my Waller take, then I mean McLaurin.
I'm not mad at the Waller one, though. Actually,
I think Waller. I think Waller's definitely gonna fucking eat. Like he's been trending up. He's been trending up in front of the DFS.
you know what I like too. I like one of these Seattle receivers to do it. Just which one is it? You know what I mean? But I'll say DK. I like DK to do one.
Ooh.
I don't want any bets on that.
I don't need him this week. I gotta buy. So I'm not upset if he doesn't do anything.
So fantasy relevant now with Hooper hurt? I don't think so.
I think Landry's more of a benefactor there because
Is this the game? Is this the game that Njoku though goes for like 3 catches, 15 yards, and like a touchdown though?
Whenever there's no Austin Hooper though, the guy that slots in there more so is that Austin Davis. Is that his name? Was that his name?
Satan Party Rentals, yo, Kiki QC's gonna go off for you. Like, don't worry, bro. They're still gonna run. They're still gonna run with the other Johnson out the backfield, Duke.
I think Duke gets actually involved heavily in this game.
Yeah, Jordan Atkins, they still have guys.
Jordan Atkins is a dark horse play this week, especially DFS.
Tyron Fells, is he's still around, right?
He's
gonna
be around. Yeah, he's gonna be around because their other tight end got put on or their other tight end got ruled out. I forget his name.
Guchins, is Kamara worth the price? In DFS this week, I think there are some other options that you might need that you can make aside from Kamara right now. There are some other money.
You know what though? He's definitely going to be. This is going to be a week that you get probably a lower owned percentage for Kamara
because everybody's scared to pick him.
Yeah, so that's not a bad play, but I mean, hopefully Taysom Hill starts checking. I mean, I'm saying this, kind of trying to reverse jinx it because I'm playing against Kamara in my playoffs. But if Taysom Hill can throw him 2 or 3 more targets like Breeze was, then because that's why people are off Kamara. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's really dependent on how Hill hits. Miles saw my goddamn post in the group chat. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm sorry. I feel like I post the wildest shit at 8 in the morning in the group chat, and you guys wake up and you see it, and you're just scarred from life for the rest of the day. You're just like, God damn it! I can't. I'm so sorry. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz NFL AM. I hope that we answered as many questions as possible. We put in a morning slate and an afternoon slate prop bet on monkeyknifefight.com. In this next 35 minutes, I suggest you all promo code Rumboyz in all caps. I suggest that you all head on over there at to monkeyknifefight.com. You download the Monkey Knife Fight app and you check it out. Mess around, play some props of your own. If you're not feeling, how we select QBs, go look at those fantasy point props. Go look at those running backs, those receivers, touchdown dance, rapid fire, all the different things that we have over here. We have a lot of different games built into just that one big online gaming platform that you're able to fuck around and deal with for your number one stop shop for all DFS daily fantasy sports props. monkeyknifefight.com, promo code Rumboyz. Bogart, let the people know where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me right here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, and you could also find me at the GMM Network on IG and Twitter, and you could subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube.
Hell yeah, send him up YouTube, Instagram. We're working on the Twitter thing. He's on Twitter. I know because you guys are following him, and you're like, he doesn't say anything. We're working on it. He's gonna be over on Twitter.
Keeps sending me screenshots of people trying to troll me. He's like, "Listen, look they're trying to get at you." I'm like, "I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm not one of those guys." I'm like,
bro,
defend my Twitter honor.
Bro, we could have gotten a whole fucking month worth of articles out of Eric had Bogart just posted one damn tweet that night, and he did it. Bogart didn't even say hello, and then fucking Eric won the bet.
Is that? See, if you would have told me there was a bet involved in it,
I screenshot you the bet.
Okay, you might have. I forget what I was doing that night though. I was doing something, bro. You know, I got like 17 kids, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Eric's like, what? You only need to.
How old is Eric? Like 15? How old is Eric?
You're
like
with
15?
the kids, bro.
16?
It's 16. Yeah.
16? Yeah, that's like one of my kids like trying to like. That's like one of my kids trying to bother me. Like, listen, go to your room, Eric.
The best still applies. Hey, but he's a really good writer. If we can get up, like out, like that'd be crazy. Like that'd be insane. Like that'd be insane. If he does it today, I'll do one every day for the remainder of 2020. You're tweeting. We need you to tweet. It's on rumboyz.com, dog. Hey, Sven, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Yo, find me on Twitter at Fantasy Sven, part of the Fantasy Fam podcast. Follow us at The Fantasy Fam on Twitter and go download our app in the App Store. Type in Fantasy Fam. You can listen to all our episodes in there.
Awesome.
Here comes Robbie Claus. Right down Rumboyz Lane. Make sure you guys follow me at Rumboyz, spelled with a Z, NET. Look for the logo on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. Like, literally just type us into Google, Rumboyz. We're the first fucking team that pops up because we out here like that. Sign up for rumboyz.com. If you guys have not already, check out all the articles that we have on rumboyz.com for free 99. You ain't even got to pay. You can read all you want. Sitting on the toilet, taking a shit, go read an article. Go, sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Get separation from the wife, the kids, your parents, your aunties, uncles, cousins this holiday season. Get some private time. Read some Rumboyz. Head over to rumboyz.com. Protect yourself as well when you head over to rumboyz.com. Head over to our merch shop and get you one of these fancy, snazzy, dazzy rumboyz.com masks. Put it on. Yeah. You put it on smooth like that, and then boom. Ain't nobody.
Now you're fighting the good fight.
You're out there fighting the good fight, and you're keeping yourself protected. Kobe, the answer is both, baby. The answer is both. Other than he said drinking that Kool-Aid.
No, give me a nice Kool-Aid.
Oh, give me a nice Kool-Aid. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly. Catch us in the next 30 minutes live. 7 hours of commercial-free football will begin. Catch us for the NFL Rum Zone. Fellas, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the fucking Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Nothing but the hits.
Dilly.
But the hits.
Good luck to everybody out there in the killing fields.
Dilly dilly. Let's go.
NFL, give me money. Top of the morning.
She drive me crazy. Her name is Mercedes. I'm complicated. My mind is so faded. My brain is gone.
So look, I got Julio.
I'm on the road.
I'm happy to be here.
For sure.
We gonna give me money.
We gonna give me money.
I love it. Home, linebacker. I sack you niggas. JJ.